Hello, welcome to episode 2 of the Alliance Dispatch. I'm here with dispatcher number 2, Stephen. Can you hear me, Stephen?
I can hear you, Clam Fandango.
Dispatcher number... I can't remember which way it is. 3, Jay, because Chopper? Yeah, I still remember. And dispatcher number 4, Michael, because he's not allowed to be number 5. You'll know why. And Jamie's not here because he's dispatcher number 5. And he lost a Baneblades apparently yesterday, so he's probably on some kind of watch of jumping into the void. So we're just fresh off watching the FFG update, which apparently has been booked in for months. They just didn't tell us about it until like a week ago.
It's been on the... No, I think it has been on the agenda. But the reasons for it, like they said,
they did not have any idea.
Yeah, let's just do it now. Cool.
We saw the wonderful suspension of Django, TDR, and DJ.
DJ.
Bye-bye, DJ.
Bye-bye, DJ.
All cards we, as a 4, probably quite enjoyed playing at some point.
I did enjoy stealing everyone's resources.
Oh, wait, yeah, you guys played boring DJ.
Oh, yeah, I remember when we played off-season and then Michael just showed up with a triple Dart Raid deck. I remember that.
It was a Sarge, though.
Is that when you were playing Mono Han all silly season? Because you couldn't be asked to change your deck.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's it.
But also, Jamie was like, oh, also in off-season, look, I'm playing what Tambor? I've also got TDR.
And Overwhelming Barrage.
Overwhelming Barrage. But I'm just saying, like, at least I never went, it's off-season. Han's not really off. Like, it's off-season. Ha, ha, ha. You know, I was just, I'm lazy. I can't be asked to change my deck. I'm just going to carry on playing Han. Where Jamie and Michael were just like, nah, it's not. It's just off-season, isn't it? I'm like, well, card got banned, mate. So how off-season was it?
Off-season enough.
Yeah.
It was off-season. It was off-season.
Yeah, and we've also, all 4 of us were at Liverpool Sector Qualifier, Sector Regional.
Yeah,
something.
I've still got my band on, look.
I don't. I took mine off.
But... Yeah, cut mine off.
Oh,
you got a
VIP!
Hello. Was that a little upgrade or was that pre-planned?
Yeah, pre-planned.
Oh, you got your scramblies?
No, it's Shieldgate.
No.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Did anyone? Oh, there! Someone else got a scrambly.
It's the scramblies.
Yeah, it's a good mat. I wish I wasn't absolutely awful in the side event.
Yeah, should we talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
We'll talk about that in a bit because I've got a lovely intro to discuss that.
Great. Can't wait. So let's start FFG streams, thoughts, bannings. Everyone's getting their playmats out. I didn't get a playmat.
I like my concepts upside down.
You did. You got one with participant.
I did get one that just says participant.
Yeah.
Just
massive letters
across the whole thing.
While we're talking about the playmats, though, we do need to discuss. Was it Nico from FFG that you were playing the
Twin Sons with?
The most French response to why did you guys make the lettering so big on the map? And his response was, it could be bigger.
Could be. He's right. It could be bigger.
They were right. They could have printed it bigger.
I hope that the next ones are just the whole map is just participant.
Large.
Yeah, it did show me a good meme of a playmat that just had participant on it 4 times across the whole playmat. And then
I saw a guy with one of those.
And then there's the tiniest little Star Destroyer in tucked away in the gaps between the letters.
Nice.
It was a good meme. I really enjoyed it. So
coffee was awful.
Bannings. We've had our second lot of suspensions. It's TDR, it's Django, it's DJ. How are we all feeling about it? What we're now playing that it's all gone. I think DJ. No, not DJ. Well, I mean, I don't care that DJ's gone. I think the fact that Django's gone is what I was trying to say. It just allows mid-range decks to actually exist and play, which is cool.
It does. Can't wait to play aggro again, finally.
I mean, you played aggro at the weekend, mate.
Well, it was, but I just didn't want to play against any Django, right?
You beat Django though.
I did beat a Django, yes.
Yeah.
But it was like tight bum time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's so. As someone who has played Django, I've not played him as much since Junior has been released, but I can completely understand why, because of that flip turn, right? Like you play sneak TDR out Juggernaut, and then sneak attack out Juggernaut next turn. Like that's at least 2 turns where you're not doing anything, and it's just a very negative play experience.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the main reasons that maybe they did suspend it, because it not only has it performed exceptionally well, it kind of shits on the other person's experience in playing the game at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
And they also said in the stream, right, like in Milan, every single deck was running 3 copies in the top 8, and that 2/3 of the decks in the top 8s from Liverpool and Denver were also running it, 3 copies of it.
Of TDR, yeah.
Of TDR. So, that's a lot of copies of the card in the top decks. But also they, just for the stands out there, Tarkintown was also represented quite a lot. They didn't feel the need to touch it.
No, it's that bit's interesting. Like we were chatting before, and I think Tarkintown, you can play around that. And I think once people start to realise that there's lots of 1-drops and 5 health stuff being played, maybe Tarkintown becomes less prevalent. Have to see, really.
Yeah,
see what happens there with that.
I think moving forward, you'll probably only see Cad and Quinlan really playing it, because they're the only ones left that have pings or have an ability that kind of wants to ping to be able to exhaust stuff. So you'll probably see a big drop in Tarkintown being played, just because Django's not being run. Everyone who's playing Django isn't going to jump on Quinlan or Cad. I think Cad is now where most of the Django players will go, because it's still yellow, red, villainy. It's
maybe Boba,
or they'll go to Boba. I think it's gonna, depending on what they want to do, if they want to lean into indirect or not. I think that's where you end up is either on Han, on Cad, or Boba 4. What do you reckon? Where do you reckon they're gonna go?
There's quite a few CAD players at Liverpool that I saw. I think maybe that is probably an easier transition. I think it's got most of the cards in again. I think Boba with the indirect. Then again, the deck is kind of similar to an extent.
Yeah, I just feel like
with the indirect it does. Yeah,
with Boba, you're spamming all the indirect. With Cad, you're obviously playing like Mist Hunter, Forlom, Zuckus, Hotshot Blasters. So you're playing like just a bit more like kind of big unity kind of stuff. But you can obviously still just sneak attack, Raiders, and everything that Django was doing. I think War Juggernaut disappears into obscurity now.
It's not as prevalent anymore, right? Can you? I didn't see anyone sneak attack, right?
Oh wait, no. If Django's gone, that's
that
card's not really gonna be used, is it?
Yeah. Well, I can
I
see
don't know, man. It's still what is it? 7 health, 6 health.
Yeah, but
if you sneak attack that out, you can still cause a nuisance. Like it's not as
sneak attack a Raider or a fire spray or something. I think what it's doing, like I think IG 2000 will still see play because of like the Django, like picking out all that indirect damage and then just having something where you can be like, right, these 3 units now die.
Oh yeah.
And because it's at such a lower cost. Because when you're playing War Juggernaut, you're probably not pinging more than 3 enemy units anyway.
No, unless you're playing Twin Suns.
Unless you're playing Twin Suns, which then playing Vader leader on it. That was scary.
Kill it. Kill it.
But yeah, so I just think War Juggernaut at its extra cost, I think is what, to cost 2 more? 5 cost in it? 6 cost. So it costs twice as much. Because IG's 4 cost. So yeah, it costs 2 more, and I think that just pushes it over way too many breakpoints. That you would just much rather play the 3 cost, do your 3 pings, and carry on with your life. So goodbye, War Juggernaut.
It was fun.
Soft band.
As a Sabine player, Michael, how frothing at the teeth are you? That
just before you answer that, Michael, just congratulations for being the highest finish at Liverpool from all the Norwich boys. Was it like a 43rd?
No, I got 51st.
51st, okay, but
yeah.
Well done.
I beat Silk.
You beat Silk by one place.
By 1 space, yeah. That was great.
What did you?
I'm actually so glad.
I was gonna say, did you lose to a lot of Django's? What kept you back? Is this where you're feeling the
my
the
3 losses? My 3 losses were 2 Django's and 1 Quinlan, and it was Lewis. And Lewis,
yeah.
Screw you, man.
Yeah. When I went over to congratulate him on knocking you out, he was like, "Did Michael tell you that I said to him that I wish it was me, he wishes it was me that he knocked out in the last round?" I was just
yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers. Yeah.
I love being bullied by children.
But yeah, the Django's was so horrible, and the next day when we joined that like morning, like side event thing. Oh my god, that was painful as well. Sat opposite another guy playing Django. I was just like, I need to just smile and try and just like, be very courteous through this. But yeah, when it got to the end, I just didn't have the energy for it because obviously spending all the energy yesterday.
Yeah. Did you beat any Django's over the weekend or?
Nope. I only took 2 games off of Django's through that out of the 3 I played. No, 4 I played. Just 3 games. It was gross. It was gross.
Yeah, sure. So you're very happy to see him gone.
Yeah, I just in my little brain, I just couldn't think of how to fucking play. Oh, pardon me. How to play around him? Like,
I think you struggle, right? Like,
it's just painful. The only time that I managed to get those wins was if I just go, okay, he's tapped something, claim. If I have 2 units out, it's just
Rebel
Assault, and then just claim again, and then Rebel Assault, and then just pray that was enough to get him, to kill him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, and I think Sabine has kind of moved off being an aggro deck and is a mid-range deck ever since really set 2. But I think with Django going, it just allows Sabine just to run the field again, which is good because it keeps Palps out of existence and
and hopefully
control players.
I with the upgrades to like Chewy and stuff, it's so good. Like sticking that and then just playing against like a Palp blue or something like really hard control blue. Oh, it's just beautiful. And then that's something that you can put in if you don't have to tech your whole deck to try and beat Django, which is ideal.
Yeah. Nice. And then DJ, as someone who played DJ for the last 4 months, I will miss him, but won't at the same time. I didn't even get to see him. Like, some games you wouldn't see him. Some games you would, and you'd win on the spot.
I think that was the problem with DJ, wasn't it? It was, it's just very hard to recover from, right?
Yeah.
If the tech DJ goes off, you get to do the hand flip. You knock someone. You're knocking someone then 2 turns back because you've done the extra resource and harm.
6 cost leader on turn 3, like it's wild. It was really strong. But also with it just disappearing, like I am so happy to see Django go because now I can deploy my leader, and he doesn't get exhausted. I can get the extra attack in. I can ramp back up to 7 resources quite comfortably against most opponents, unless they're running like No Good to Me Dead. It's kind of the big thing that sticks out. So it kind of goes back to like the good old days where I don't have to have an aneurysm trying to work out, am I going to get pinged down by Django or one shot by Plo Koon? And you've got the tools in there to kind of deal with Plo Koon as you as you ramp your way through the early turns of the game. So I think Old Han will be in a fairly good spot. Might give him a go on Old Green, do some ECL Ailers and stuff.
Yeah.
But
you wouldn't run 30 HP base.
25, not 32, not 33. Just ECL, mate. OP.
Nah, you gotta use a 30 HP base for that green hand.
Nope.
Good.
Nope.
Way better.
Nope. ECL Ayla. Disgusting.
Yeah.
ECL Ayla is disgusting.
Yeah.
It doesn't take any damage back. It's so good. The big issue will be just playing into Quinlan's and just having your hand ripped apart. But you've got enough smuggle in Han, so maybe I'll just look at the old smuggle tech. But I'll just play double yellow tomorrow and have a miserable time being tapped down by DJs. Maybe I'll play Luke again. One last hurrah. Thoughts on DJs, guys? Glad to see it go. You're going to miss him?
I mean, I'm not going to miss him, but I understand why he. Why he's
I played it a lot last set, and I think it's fine to see it go. I don't think it's a problem.
It was definitely strong, but yeah, I never saw it like absolutely, bend me over. Apart from on Karabas, where someone's like really lucky or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I was saying to the boys when we were doing some testing about 2 weeks ago, Ethan was over, and I rammed into DJ, rammed into tech, rammed into DJ, stole a resource. Next turn, drew another DJ, so just resourced it and just played it again straight away. Went down to like 3 resources on turn 5 or turn 6 or something. So, like, when you get really lucky and you can get your tech out and he doesn't die, and then you just go DJ, you're like, you can't come back from that. It's really stupid. But the likelihood of that happening isn't particularly high.
Right.
But yeah, I'm glad it's gone. Like, I think I would have preferred them just to put the rule in and just say you can't blow up your opponent's resources, or just reword Han, although they're not going to do errata. But
no. But they could have changed the core rules of the game.
Yeah,
just said,
you can't destroy cards that you don't own. But it's pretty extreme writing a core rule for that niche case. Yeah. So I kind of get just banning the card kind of has the same effect. If you're not able to blow it up as well, is it worth playing? Is it still worth doing? Is it effectively just removing it from the game anyway?
Yeah.
And it also does kind of make the 6-drop leaders really hard to play because you can play it on 5 normally, just steal it, and you're delaying them by 2 turns again. So yeah, I think it's fine. I kind of look forward to see how the meta shakes out and whether or not we see some more kind of interesting leader choices. Because if a lot of Django players go to like Cad Bane, for instance, I think Quinlan just struggles into 6-cost leaders because Plo Koon is less powerful. Doesn't have the big 7 damage breakpoint where you can just one-shot people's leaders anymore. And it'd be interesting just to see if Quinlan survives in a meta where everyone's playing 4 and 6-cost leaders.
Yeah.
And just if his hand discard and stuff is good enough to keep him going. Because if he's not pinging, then why are you playing him?
Yeah.
Just play
Han. It's his big
thing.
So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, and what I will be testing a lot for old Lil.
Give old Hardy boy a go.
Yeah, I've not really played him very much, so.
No, you barely played him.
Yeah. I was speaking to my mate Simon, and he was just like, considering how well I'd done on Luke, I should have just played Han. I was like, yeah, but you never know, do you?
No.
One more win, I could have made day 2 of old Luke, but if I played Han, I would have just binned out, right? Just like I did day 2. Speaking of day 2, go on, Sage. What's your intro?
Well, the champion, the Destiny UK champion, returned to the scene of his original.
It wasn't the same building.
Original tour. The city that embraced your big Destiny Championship win and your first return there in a big national size tournament. And how did you get on?
So everyone can.
How did you get on, Danny?
How did you get?
Danny?
Yeah, so I did really well. Day one on the main tournament, the one that mattered.
What about day two?
Right?
How was that?
Out of the 418 players that attended, I went 73rd on Luke Skywalker, which I thought was really, really good. I played 2 games with it the night before.
Did you say there was 73 people at the UK Nationals?
This Nationals that I won, there was under 80 players, I'm pretty sure. It was between 70 and 80 players.
Yeah.
But I did win this Nationals. I don't know if you...
What was the side event, Stephen?
We did best of 4... No, sorry, a 4-round best of 1 side event. And obviously a player of Danny's caliber going into a tournament of that level. How did you do? What did you get?
I lost all 4 of my games, mate.
Bravo.
Let me just quickly talk you through them, right? Because I just need everyone to know, right? So round 1, Quinlan, and he fondled me so hard. It was Ping Tarkin Town turn 1, and then it was just like TDR. No, it was attack with Crafty Smuggler into my Yoda, and then Desperate Raid to kill it. And then the next round I played something else, and it died immediately. So I just didn't play any cards, and he was just force throwing everything out of my hand. It was miserable. I thought, it's okay. Quinlan's a hard matchup for me. I'll go into round 2. It's going to be fine. I sit opposite the Yoda player who did the Endless Legions off the top on stream.
Oh, on stream. Yeah.
And I was like, great. I'm playing against a hero deck with a higher top end than me. This will be fine. It wasn't fine. Obviously, he's going to run me. At the point when he just hard played a Devastator for 12 resources, I was like, this is a problem. I'm going to fell the dragon there. And that game ended by me scooping, and he went, I was just about to hard play Endless Legions. So I took the joy away from him. So that's a moral victory for myself.
Yeah. Oh, is it? That's a moral victory.
That's a moral victory. So 1 crushing defeat, 1 moral victory.
Yeah. Okay.
Round 3, I played against a guy who Jamie binned out at Norwich, PQ. Geezer something. Jamie would know.
Diamond Geezer.
Diamond Geezer. That was it.
Django player.
Diamond Geezer,
yeah. And he was playing
Django.
Django,
Yeah,
I guess.
Django.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, he was.
And
he was one of my lockers.
And he absolutely fondled me on Django. Obviously, because I'm playing a nice mid-range shielding deck, which I didn't get to really do very much, and he TDR'd me out the wazoo. He TDR'd me round 3
got the
and
full
4.
experience, didn't you?
Proper like. So and 2 of those cards just got banned. So again, 1 crushing defeat, 2 moral victories. And then the last round, I match into Ethan on Anakin. And he only beat me because he cheated and took 2 actions in a row.
Whoa.
Let's
rewind that.
What happened?
So,
what happened before?
He took an action. He played something or whatever. And I tapped 3 resources to play Fell the Dragon on his Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, and then he decided to respond with, I attack your base. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow, so, you played a card that couldn't be played.
So 1 crushing defeat.
That's your turn.
2 moral victories, and a loss to a really bad cheater. But it was the last round. We were playing for 400 tickets. He gave me 200 tickets as a pity prize, which I then gave to Ollie to buy a Swarming Ties playmat because I'm a good guy. I'm a good team member.
What I really enjoy about all that though is they racked up round 5 and told everyone to sit down. I
got a buy, so I didn't have a table number. So I walked up to the desk and I was like, I don't have a table number. It's like, I'll just sit at the end. And they could have told me at that point. I knew I wasn't getting any prizing, but they could have told me at that point, you're not getting any prizing, mate. Don't worry about it. But
just go.
No, I went.
Just go sit.
I sat down.
Just go.
The judge with his little clipboard went, sorry, there's no prizing for coming fuck last. And then wandered past me.
Just sit down and take your fucking embarrassment. Sit down. You got nothing.
Yeah.
Next
Jeez,
person.
it's not even like a pity, like 100 tickets. Like, there you
No,
go, mate.
wouldn't he?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Fantastic.
That did bring joy.
Yeah.
That did bring joy to our trip home.
Yeah. Stephen took a lovely photo of me, I think, during my round 3 game.
On the bottom table.
On the bottom
Yeah,
table. Playing my heart out.
You looked fucking miserable.
Sorry, that was the game I was playing against Yoda, and I was just being like, I think you probably just played Devastator, and then you just went click,
click, gotcha.
But I feel like a lesser player would be annoyed about completely binning out on the side event, but I feel like I've taken it in good spirits.
Yes,
you saying you're more than a lesser player?
I am, yeah. Because I could have acted like many opponents that Stephen had over the weekend, which we won't get into. But my God.
That's the photo. That's it. That's the one. There it is.
Thrilled.
In the trenches.
Yeah. The trenches in a big tournament are all I'm going to say is they're a very weird place. And some of the people that you interact with in those later rounds, in those trenches, can be a bit triggering. And I may have been triggered a couple of times.
It's given me some great ammo to hit you with on a Thursday night.
Oh,
can't wait until we play tomorrow, mate.
That was the tapping of the card and then insisting that I didn't know the rules.
Doesn't die, mate.
Yeah, doesn't die. Well, he hasn't got any health. What do you mean? He hasn't got any health.
Yeah.
It's dead. But yeah, that was annoying. But all in all, I had like quite a good weekend.
Yeah.
I did get to the dizzy heights of table 2, and then after that, just plummeted like a rock. After that game, four rounds in a row, I didn't see one TDR.
Just playing before the band, mate.
Yeah.
Well done.
Not one TDR in 4 rounds. So that was annoying. But it wasn't until the last game in day 1 where I repeated playing against the leader. So I played 8 different leaders over the course of the day, which was quite good. Day 2 was just quite fun. Twin Suns is fun. Finally got to play some Twin Suns. I very much have a lot of time for a game where pettiness is a win condition. So I'm all for that.
Literally.
Yeah. Pettiness as a win con is fantastic. And then best of 1 in the afternoon, I played P at Red. And yeah, went 2-2. Yeah, P at Red's quite fun.
Yeah.
To mess around with. But as well as Michael doing really well, we do have Europe's top Kazuda player, right? Is that how that works? Europe's number 1, right? You were the highest.
Had to be in the building in Liverpool and got the highest Kazuda.
You should cross-check it against Milan, mate, and see if Kaz finished in a higher spot than you. Just to be clear, he didn't win that in top 64.
I didn't win this. Because I came 93rd. But I was 93rd and still the best Kaz. So, and that's only because of Danny beating Kaz in the last round. Thanks, Danny.
And me not taking the draw and letting you steamroll.
We were never going to draw. That is collusion.
That is correct. Are you seeing that there was any discussion before that tournament about what would happen if we played each other? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
I think you'll find I said, "Do you want to go to the pub?" And you said, "No, please hand me this beating." I did.
Yeah. And then we went to
the pub.
Yeah. And had a lovely afternoon. I think that might have been the beginning of my downfall, to be honest. I sat outside, had some chicken wings, had a beer.
It was nice.
Yeah.
It's a surprisingly nice weather for Liverpool.
It was.
Yeah. Sitting out in that little beer garden, having one pint. Man,
delightful. And going back into a hall of 400 people.
Yeah, I was just like, man, I just want to I want to sit there and drink another pint, maybe another 3.
Considering at that point I had 1 win, 2 losses, and I thought my day was going to go real badly.
Yeah.
But I just knuckled down, I had the Tiger. Only
One
lost
charge.
1 more game of the next 6 that I played.
Pretty good.
Couldn't write a comeback story better than that.
No.
It's just a shame I didn't get to win a Luke Skywalker, but then it turns out I wouldn't have anyway. So
I can't believe if I just beat Lewis, I probably could have won another Sabine showcase.
Oh,
And they just throw it in the Mersey afterwards. I've already got one of these.
I wanted to have both of them in the single deck box. Oh no, the double deck box, being like,
here are my beans.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't do that, mate. What on earth was that?
Me shaking my double deck box.
Sure.
Okay.
Like
So-
a nice steam trick, mate.
All in all, kind of general experience of sectorial. Would you say it was a good event?
I thought it was
Yeah,
very
I
good.
had a lot of fun. Cool PB.
I would say I had a good event, regardless of the prize wall support, which I thought was shocking.
I thought it was alright. The pins were pretty cool. Like the pins are always very cool.
I think
When I
get
went
what
over
you're
to the
saying.
prize
The
wall,
t-shirts were a bit boring, right? Don't get me wrong. The t-shirts were boring. There should have been some more swag. Like
yeah, like I
cardboard
just
box
went over
really
there,
good.
right, and it's just like they had those 2 little things, one with like 2 t-shirts and a mat in, and then you had like, oh, you can get some booster packs or some pins, and then we've got 2 more play mats down here. And it's just like,
Yeah, I thought the prize wall would have been
Really?
cooler. I do.
considering
agree.
how
I think it would have been
good that
cool.
little Obi-Wan card is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we can print cards like this, and it's like, oh, that's very good. And you look at the
More.
promo, and the 5 promo cards you could win are all set 1 cards that are in like the weekly OP style.
Yeah.
It's just a bit like,
No, the red 3 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Red
There's
3
also a
was-
set 1 card.
I got playset of those now. Playset of those little shiny foils, mate. Oh.
yeah, I just thought like the only FFG event I've been to that had prize walling was Worlds in 2018, and they've obviously got all the X-wing, the Armada, the Destiny, and maybe something else. Can't remember, but like the prize walling there was incredible. You just
But that's
many
Worlds, though,
options.
right?
That was Worlds,
Yeah.
but that was like Worlds at the FFG Gaming Center, which isn't
Yeah.
a particularly big venue or whatever, right? So it's just kind of like, yes, it was Worlds. It does kind of show that they do know how to do it. I expect the prize wall at the Galactic Championships to be like wild, be interesting.
I think it will have all the leftover stuff from sectorials
See,
as well.
I don't think they
That's
should do
been a
that
surprise.
I
because
don't think they should do that.
at least it's although the prize walling wasn't great. I mean, the best prize by far was the Swarming Ties playmat.
Yeah.
A playmat is pretty, but I don't think you should be able to get it anywhere else.
No, nor do I.
I think you should be able to get it at the next sector qualifier, as well as all the extra stuff they can add in.
Yeah, maybe as a cheaper option. So you've got the mats for this year for
I don't
2000.
think they should
then-
ever reprint this, and I should have the only one.
I mean, 5 people. Like, was it 5 people in the car on the way home have one of those? Like,
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
5 of us.
Damn, you guys played a lot.
No,
No,
you played
There
one
was
time.
a lot of shuffling. There was a lot of
We just
card
did-
shuffling.
we just
yeah,
got
we
one.
did a lot of ticket trading to get people up to
Right.
2000. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't get anything. Ethan didn't get anything.
I got 2 pins. I got
Yeah.
the red aggression pin and the purple villain pin.
Purple
Villainy is
villain pin.
purple.
Mm.
And I've been looking at all my cards as well, and it is. It's purple.
No,
It's not black.
Not.
It's
It
purple.
is, it's kind of purpley. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm
It's purple.
colorblind, so.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
some of the
Um,
cards is black, but then, like on the leader cards, like Boba, it's definitely purple. So
Just
My-
looping
a
back
very-
around to our ability
I
to
see
get
I see it.
tickets.
yeah,
Got a
Ollie
legendary
did
Boba,
also
big up.
chase someone out of the venue trying to buy tickets off of him. That's the only reason that we managed to get so many tickets.
yeah.
Someone was
Ollie-
I did
Literally
walk the
followed him out.
line,
Yeah.
being like, anyone want to buy tickets? And nobody did.
Mm.
So then I just gave it to Ollie.
Ollie was like ushering people into the corner, like to
He
do
generally-
deals and stuff for people. Let me just walk you over to the to Mox in the Hole, and maybe I can buy you something from there for your tickets. Which did make me chuckle.
Yeah.
I did get a giant box.
Yes.
When did you get that? How did you get that?
At the end of the day, they were just like, please take any stands, boxes,
anything
displays.
that was
we don't
any
want
any cardboard display, basically. Yeah, there we go.
This is my box.
I can't believe you guys carted that from. I mean,
we had so much space in the in the wagon. Like,
and you could flatten them down, but like the big display with like Ahsoka and Grievous, that you could take that as well. But
I didn't realise it came apart.
Yeah, Grievous just popped out.
Well, as you leave Athena tomorrow, Jay, just rip Grievous out of
it. Mitch, if you're listening to this, Mitch, it wasn't me. It was funny.
And it's just a coincidence that it's now missing.
Yeah.
You'll see it in the next episode of the pod. Grievous will just be in Jay's.
Look what I found.
I think
outside the door.
Going back to prize walling stuff as well, it looks like they had a bit of a mare with it in the States, didn't they? With just tickets being.
I mean, the last even.
Yeah,
there was an issue with tickets. It was like $54 to enter a side event.
Yeah, $54.
That's mad. Tariffs, baby.
Yeah. I don't know if that's related to tariffs, but yeah.
Swoo tariff.
Yeah.
There we go.
And I think in that big judge stream they did last night, right? They did talk about how just generally the prize walling, they had a lot of feedback on it being not.
It's something that they can improve, right?
Yeah.
It's only going to get better.
It's like all of our initiative tokens not existing because they're probably stuck in custom somewhere, I imagine.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they've done them because I think
they could have also not done them.
Yeah, I think Denver had to do the same. But Milan they had a cock up too, didn't they? Like none of the prize wall stuff. Was there?
That all got stuck in custom.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And you got to remember that Asmodee are a logistics company.
Yeah.
Like Asmodee aren't a board games company.
Yeah, logistically stuck.
They are they are a delivery logistics company.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite funny.
It is very odd. That's
so happening. Hopefully, I mean, we probably won't see a vast improvement for just me who's going to Lille. I don't think you're going to Lille, are you, Michael?
You're not going to Michael?
No.
So I doubt I'll see a vast improvement on the old prize.
It does sound more enticing, right? No Django's. It would
no Django's.
Oh, spicy, Michael! Get your ticket, lad. Go on.
Yeah.
Get another VIP. Be like, big baller, Mike.
You can take Kaz if you like, because I'm not going. I'm in the States.
All I need is Sabine.
All I need is the bean. My baby.
The day that she rotates out is the day that I'm the saddest man on earth.
Maybe I'll
play Kazuda.
You could play Kazuda.
Or Poe.
One more year.
Yeah, but it's not
the same, is it?
You get to put in spaceships, mate. A trench run.
But Sabine, you got to stick a Darksaber on her.
Yeah.
Good times.
Planes are better than swords, mate.
Yeah. Right. I think we've covered everything we need to cover. Jay's just flashing the screen with shiny cards.
Do you wanna have a little brief discussion about the PQ situation that we found out earlier today, or no?
Oh, do we want to throw him under the bus?
No, not yet.
Nah, not yet.
Not yet. We'll give him time to recover first.
Yeah.
Have you not seen the thing that was discussed in the WhatsApp group chat, Danny?
No.
Did you see all that? Well, you've got to catch up.
We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it off camera.
You're gonna love it. You're not gonna love it. It's not entertaining.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not good.
It's like if you're from our particular area, it's quite funny. But yeah.
Good to know. All right, well, let's sign off so I can find out the juicy goss, everyone. Let's go around clockwise, starting with Michael.
What?
Just signing off. Just signing off. Say goodbye.
I was just waiting. I was just like, oh, what does he want to?
Just say goodbye, Michael.
So the deck that I'm going to be playing is Cad Bane in the next few weeks. That's what I'm going to be playing. Thank you.
Stephen?
I'm playing Django tomorrow. Stay spooky. Stay spooky.
Please don't
Jay.
take it. I can't take it. I'll be playing Kaz to try and run at people and stay scrambling.
Stay scrambling. I am not going to play Han tomorrow. I'll play something else. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my options. Guys, what are my options?
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 Options.
But what are
But what are
What are my options?